Hello, fourth graders, and welcome back. I am Mrs. Lamondo here to bring you our Fontes and Pinnell mini lesson of the day. So let's get started. Today, we are at LA U11 Lesson 7. Illustrators show the passage of time through details and illustrations. Let's look at the first two illustrations in Tea with Milk. How does the illustrator show time passing? So let me get this up for us. Here is our first illustration. We notice a young girl, very muted colors, meaning not very colorful, perhaps trying to tell us it is the past. And here is our second illustration. We see the same girl. She appears much older now. She is in traditional Japanese clothing. How is the author showing us that time has passed? Let's move in to another book that we know, Ruth and the Green Book. How does the author show time is passing? Let's get back to the beginning of our story. All right. Here we have our first illustration. There's Daddy, car's ready. Looks like they're getting ready to go. Here's our next illustration. Looks like they're driving on a winding road, headed off on their trip. Here is our next illustration. Stopped at a gas station. You see the family here. We can infer that they've made it to a point farther on their trip. And let's look at one more. Here we have Mama and Ruth in the back of the car while Daddy is having a conversation. How does the author show that time is passing in Ruth and the Green Book? And lastly, we're going to look at the book 12 Kinds of Ice. So we want to go to page 9, 13, and 15. So these illustrations are small, so I'm going to do my best so you can see them. So here is page 9. Let's go to page 13. Here is page 13. And in just a moment, we'll go to our last page, page 25. And here is our last page, our last illustration. You can see the author here chose to use probably pencil to draw, no colors, keeping the illustrations simple. Now let's take a look. Illustrators show time passing in the pictures to help you understand the story. So, in Tea with Milk, the illustrations show years passing. And the example is the black and white illustration of a child to a color illustration of the same person as a young woman. In Ruth and the Green Book, we see time passing while driving. So the example would be them heading out of the city into the countryside. And in 12 kinds of ice, we see the weather changing. And we know this because the children's clothing changes from long sleeve shirts to sweaters, hats, shovels. If you read a book today with illustrations, look for examples of time passing. You can jot down your thoughts on a sticky note if that's helpful as well. All right, fourth graders, we have come to the end of our Fontes and Pinnell mini lessons for fourth grade. I hope that you've been able to read some books that you've enjoyed and maybe noticed some things in the books you're reading that you might not have before. All right, fourth graders, for the last time, that's all for today. See you later. Bye.